Hello and welcome here today for the Spanish Grand Prix here in Barcelona in Catalonia, as we are live here today for the third round of the Formula 1 Grand Prix. And we know we've got lots of action here today in this Grand Prix race. It's going to be 26 degrees, clear and dry and sunny and hot here today, here on March the 11th here today for the Formula 1. And this is going to be a very intense race, as we have got of course 16 turns throughout the whole track here in Spain and Catalonia, and also as well the Constructors World Championship standings, as we have is Mercedes first with 132 points, and Red Bull with 50 points, and Ferrari with 59 points, and Renault with 22 points after 5 rounds. And the official lineup here today for the Spanish Grand Prix, as we have the lineups as Hamilton and Bottas, and also Max Verstappen, and also Charles Leclerc. And also we have Sebastian Vettel, Alexandra Albon, Daniel Ricciardo, and also Carlos Sainz. We have Lando Norris, Sergio Perez, Lance Stroll, and also Esteban Ocon. And also we've got Daniel Kvyat, Kimi Raikkonen, we have Kevin Magnussen, and also Roman Grosjean. And also we have George Russell, Antonio Giovinazzi, and also Nicholas Latifi, and also Kevin Nicholson. And this is the official race right here, right now in the Formula 1. And let's get it straight underway right now here between all the drivers. And here we go. And let's get this contest underway, shall we? And we are live here for Formula 1 action. A big race for all the 20 drivers. And they are competing one another here today in this race against each other. And this is very big, of course, as all the drivers are really competing one another here today on that first position. We know that Bottas did actually win the Grand Prix in the last week in China, and also of course in the first Grand Prix in Australia, and hopefully he can win here today. And everyone's competing one another, of course, and also Kevin Nicholson, of course, at the back trying to go through. Of course he did very well last week in China, he did, to really come 11th position, but he's really chasing up to move up the grid here today in this race, as he's now up to 11th position as it stands here at the moment. Antonio Giovinazzi is last at the moment in this Formula 1 race at the bottom, and he is really trying to get something in this race here for the Romero car at the back. Really want to go above him in this race here today. And now is obviously the top here. We know that is Bottas at the top, of course. He's doing very well at the moment, and he's done quite well, of course, in the last 2 Grand Prix in China and also in Australia. And he might do the exact same thing here in Catalonia in Spain, as at the moment he is running away with it like he has always been so far throughout this season so far. Really chasing up here in this race. He's going around the corner here, this racing track here. And here he is, of course, Bottas and Hamilton, and also Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc and Vettel, and all the others of drivers are all trying to chase on that first position here, or try and get into the podium in the top 3 in this race, as all the drivers are really going at it here. And we've got, of course, there Charles Leclerc in 3rd position, as we know at the moment, and he's really chased on here against Lewis Hamilton here. And we all know that Mercedes have been the ones been dominating the last 2 Formula 1 Grand Prix in China and Australia, but also of course for Red Bull and also Ferrari, they've been all the ones that came 2nd and 3rd during these races throughout the last 2 Grand Prix, and they really want to prove a point against Mercedes, of course, Red Bull and Ferrari, to be their ones to win the Grand Prix itself, if that can happen here today. And now it looks like to me that's going down the channel here, of the other cars down below as well. Obviously we have Kimi Raikkonen and Daniel Kvyat, and also Kevin Magnussen as well, and also Antonio Giovinazzi, and also Romero Grosjean and Kevin Nicholson. All the other drivers right there also really want to go at it as well. And yeah, we are in that last position here in the race. And now a little turn right there from nice little turn there from him here from Renault here today for Daniel Ricciardo for the Formula 1 race. Now here's Kevin Nicholson right last as well, and also we got a couple good competitors here. We've got Kimi Raikkonen as well, up in 14th, 15th position in this grid here today, and all the other cars are really going at it here in this race. And obviously as well at the last position as well, Antonio Giovinazzi as well at last position here, wants to get above here against Romeo Grosjean from Hags, and he's really want to try and catch him up. He doesn't want to be last in this race, don't he? And he doesn't want to, don't blame him for one bit. But we're going back to 3rd position here, and Bottas is really holding on this race here for Mercedes. He's really going around the curbs here in this race. Not a nice little turn right there from him, and also for Lewis Hamilton, for both of the drivers here, and they turn right here. And also as well for Charles Leclerc as well in 3rd position, and also as well Max Verstappen in 4th position as well. And now it's another turn again there for Charles Leclerc here again, Another turnaround here again here. And now here's Lewis Hamilton in second position right there. Very nice, he's set and done. And also in second position, he's done incredibly well, he has. Absolutely incredibly and well. Another little turnaround from him here for him in this match and this race. And now obviously going there from Bottas here in first position here. Really doing right well. Turning around the corners here in this race. And now obviously he's still control this race. I can't believe Bottas has done incredibly well throughout the last 2 races. And he's really carrying on that by his positioning right there. All Lewis Hamilton can do is to support him as they are both in the same team as one another. He's probably jealous, of course, that Bottas is the one who always finishes first and Hamilton finishes second. But he's got to prove his point. He's got to be the better driver out of the Mercedes. And that's the third lap done. Third lap completed there, of course. And Bottas completes the third lap of the race here today in the Formula 1. And now he races all down here today here against Lewis Hamilton. Very competitive itself here for the front 2 here today. Another corner turn there from Bottas and Hamilton right there. It's beautifully set and done here in this race. And now it looks like what's going to happen here. Looks like here Lewis Hamilton there really chasing on here against here Bottas. And now here's Charles Leclerc here in third position here this race. Very nicely set and done. And now the Bottas in first and also Hamilton in second. And Charles Leclerc in third position. And a little corner turn again there. Very setting, beautifully done right now. And now Bottas there really chasing on here. Very beautifully done here. And now corner turn there from Bottas. And now Bottas there very set and beautifully done there. Little corner again. And another corner here from Bottas. And now another corner side again there from him once more in this race. Very nice turn there from him. Another one again there from Bottas. Yes, and now another one there from Bottas. Another turn again from him again. Very beautifully set and done. And now it's going to complete the third lap. And now we're going to go into the fourth lap of the race. And now we are in our last Grand Prix lap of the race here, ladies and gentlemen. Our last one, of course, here today. And our last one is Bottas and also now Lewis Hamilton going at it here in this race here. We can see, of course, that Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen are both, of course, in third and fourth position. And they're both battling out one another for that podium by the end of the race. Where it looks like Bottas and Hamilton are likely to be the ones, who win the Formula 1 Grand Prix. And this is very huge here. As now we got Lewis Hamilton and also Bottas are really dominating this race in the last lap here right now. As we are almost there, of course. We might get the winner here today, as it could be Bottas and Hamilton. The front 2, of course, or could be the ones could actually win the whole lap here today of this race. And Bottas there, nice little corner turn right there from him. Very set and beautifully done. And now almost there now. And now Bottas just round the corner to go until the lap's all over of the Formula 1 Grand Prix here in Spain. Is he going to win it? It looks like he's going to win it. Bottas. Barcelona. And is he going to do it? And he does. For the third time of this season. Hamilton is in second position. And also looks like it's Charles Leclerc. And also Max Verstappen. Unfortunately, Charles Leclerc came third. So he'll be for the first time ever of this season that we have another guy is in the podium rather than Max Verstappen for the Red Bull, as he came fourth in the race and Charles Leclerc came third in the race for Ferrari. So instead we got Ferrari wins it for the podium rather than Red Bull. Very disappointing for Max Verstappen, unfortunately, so as he dropped out into fourth and he won't be part of the podium for this time around here in the Grand Prix race. And that's all over now. And all the racing cars, and Kevin Nicholson unfortunately actually finished in 17th position as it ends, and it's all over. And it is all over, and it is the celebrations again for the Finland driver here for Mercedes. He was the one who became the winner of this race. That Mercedes and also Bottas came first in the Formula 1 Grand Prix. And all two of the Mercedes have actually dominated this race. Lewis Hamilton and Bottas for first and second place. And he's very proud about that one. But Carlos Sainz came 8th for the McLaren representing in this race. So that was good for him, as he was the driver of the day. And we know that is a very big win. And congratulations to Bottas. For the third time, he's won that Formula 1 trophy. He's done it in China, he's done it in Australia, and now he's done it in Spain. And here's the celebrations here for the two here today, as we have is Lewis Hamilton in second, and Charles Leclerc represents Ferrari in third. And of course, those celebrate this occasion here today. A big win here for Bottas once again. The official grid here today here in this Spanish Grand Prix as it all ends. as it will be Bottas will be first, representing Mercedes, and second we have is Lewis Hamilton, representing Mercedes. In third we have is Charles Leclerc, who represents Ferrari. It was actually another change-up between Max Verstappen and also Charles Leclerc, as it was Max Verstappen who came third for two of the last races, but now it was Charles Leclerc who came third, representing Ferrari. In fourth we have is Max Verstappen in fourth. In fifth we have is Sebastian Vettel. In sixth we have is Alexander Albon, representing Red Bull. And also we have his seventh is Daniel Ricciardo, we're representing Renault. In eighth we have his Charles Sainz with McLaren. And in ninth we have his Lando Norris with McLaren. And also in 10th we have his Sergio Perez, representing BTW Racing Point. In the 11th position we have, of course, his 11th we have his Lance Stroll, representing Racing Point again. In 12th we have his Kevin Magnussen, representing Haas. In 13th we have his Esteban Ocon, and also 14th we have his Daniel Kvyat representing AlphaTauri, and also in 15th we have his Kimi Raikkonen representing Alfa Romeo Racing. In 16th we have his George Russell representing Williams. In 17th we have his Kevin Nicholson representing AlphaTauri. In 18th we have his Nicholas Latifi representing Williams, and in 19th we have his Roman Grosjean representing Haas, and also 20th we have his Antonio Giovinazzi representing Alfa Romeo Racing, and he came 20th. Our next Grand Prix will happen next month on April the 15th. We'll be in France for the 4th round of the Formula 1 Grand Prix, and that will be live next month for the Formula 1. That'll be that here today, here live in Spain, in Catalonia. Until then, in the 15th of April in France, goodbye for now from Formula 1.